Make sure that we are all set up here. Taking a look. Yep, there we are. Make sure my audio. Yep. Good. My audio is up and going. Welcome in, everybody, here on a Tuesday night. We're doing some live streams as I'm making sure my camera is on and everything looks good. I'm going to stand, I think, right here. Yeah, am I doing okay? Yeah. All right. Looks good. Welcome in. We are officially starting our Tuesday night live streams where we are going to basically play craps, talk about strategies, the do's and don'ts, all the way from a basic level all the way up into more of a advanced strategic mode. This is your time to submit questions, comments. What do you want to see? Let me know. That's why we're here. So we're basically, I think tonight what we're going to do is we're going to play regular craps. We're going to stay away from crap lists tonight. We'll probably do crap lists next week. But don't go anywhere because a lot of the strategies that we are going to use here tonight, you can easily take over to a crap list table because it's just adding 4 more spots and removing the crap out numbers as you are playing. So I've got my table all set up. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera. Fortunately, I brought my drink down this evening. Let me fix this. I apologize with my fingers getting in and everything. However, there is our table. All right, so we're all set up. I am going to make sure I've got my comments turned on my big, large screen here so that I can see when you guys have comments for me. Live chat. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I do have my backup phone in case somebody throws in a comment and I miss it. I've got it right here with me and I can just easily try to follow along. Now, bear with me because I know that a lot of this can be a little difficult as we are going through our live stream and then having to try to keep on top of what you guys are talking about and what I'm doing and so on and so forth. We'll just try to make it as easy as possible. So let me bring up my YouTube and, yep, okay. And then I want to check my live streams and I can't. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna watch on my big screen here. Okay, so we today are going to buy in for $1,500. $1,500 is what we are going to come in with today. I'm coming in with a bigger bankroll because I want to basically be able to utilize as many of the strategies or whatnot that I want to use. And I'm trying to just get my camera set up. So bear with me as I adjust it, do some slight tweaks and whatnot, because I cannot zoom in or out when I am doing this. So let's see here. Okay, I think we're set up. All right, so 1,500 is what we're going to buy in today. Yes, I got my players cards here and just wanted it to kind of look fancy as I set it all up. And there we are. All right, got my dice, got my chips. And let's see, you will be able to see my chips if I keep them up here. And that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 1,000. And then I've got $100 in red and $400 in black chips. Okay, and you guys can see my chips here, so we're good to go. Our puck is off. So one of the big things that you need to remember when you are first coming onto a table, I'm going to do this as an example. If you've got your money and you've got your player's card, all you have to do is just set it right there, just like such. And what this will do is it will allow the casino dealers to see, hey, here's my intention. I'm buying in. There's my player's card. They'll grab the money. They'll count it up over here to the side. Then they usually have a little drop bucket that they put it into, and then they give you your player's card back. That's your first step. The second step then will be, you'll see that the dealers will mess with the chips, get them all counted up, and they'll bring it out here and literally put it right there on the cum and say, okay, there's your money. So then you're able to grab it, take it off, set it up on your rack, and we can start play. The next step you need to remember is the pass line, especially if you are the shooter. If you are playing craps and you are the shooter, you have to have money on the pass line. What you will see is down here on the side, I don't know how well you can see my hand, but there is usually a board right here, and that will tell you what the table minimum is. So if the table minimum is $5, you have to have a minimum of 5 on the pass line. If it's $10, you have to have $10 on the pass line, 15, so on and so forth. Now, most casinos here in Kansas City, they're going to be at a $15 minimum. So that's what we're going to do. Yes, I know I have $1,500, but I want to play table minimum, build this up, because ultimately I want to try to double this. I know it's a lot of money, but with big buy-in, meaning you can then turn around and get big wins. That's not always true, because sometimes you can walk in with a smaller bankroll and make some good money on it. It just depends on how the dice are doing and how well you're progressing. So, needless to say, I've got my $15. I'm going to splash my toes in today, and I'm going to start off with the comeback method after we have the point established. So right now I've got $15. Let's grab our dice. Let's do a come out roll, and we get a hard 6 to start the evening. So the next step will be the dealers will grab the button. It's a 6 is the point, so they're going to place it right here on the 6. Now, most of the time what you'll see here is people will start throwing in their money here on the come and say, I want it across, or I want certain numbers, or whatever it is that you may want. We are going to go super simple, $15, because that's the table minimum, right there on the come. And what will happen is on the next point that is rolled, that money will come up here. We then can place money on the odds, and then you can win that the next time that number hits. So here we are. We got our dice. Let's take our first roll and see what happens tonight. We get a 6-5 yo. Now, because we're playing crapless, or craps, not crapless, the 2, 3, 4, or excuse me, 2, 3, 11, and 12 do not count for anything tonight. But if you're playing the comeback method, the 2, 3, and 12, you lose this money. On an 11, you win. And also on Big Red. But when Big Red hits, it wipes all this off. So we don't want to see that. I'm going to take my $15 that I just won because I rolled a Yo 11. So that is our first roll for the night. Let's see if we can now hit a number. Next roll gives us a 4-1-5. Okay, so as I mentioned, they will then take this $15. They're going to put it on the 5. Now, this sits inside the box. If you're placing or buying numbers, it'll sit right here. Or if you're playing the don't pass, it'll sit up here. But for today, that's where it'll sit. And I'm going to put $50 to cap it. Grab my dice here. And we'll get set up. I'm not even going to set dice. I'm just going to throw them how they were on the table. Next throw is a hard 8, 4-4. Oh, see, I forgot. Okay, so you got to put the comeback 8 up. I'm going to go ahead and get my next comeback out so I don't forget. We'll put the $50 right there. This is one of the benefits of playing at home and talking through this with you all, is that if I make a mistake, I can easily correct it. Now, if you're at the casino, it's too late. You cannot place the bet. But for tonight, for demonstration purposes, that's what we've got. And that's what I'm going to do it. All right, so hard 8 was our last roll. Our next roll is a aces. All right, so with aces, you're going to lose this 15. Casino says, thank you very much. So I'm just going to replace it. And we will grab the dice and chuck them down again and see if we can't get some more numbers. And there we are with another yo. So the money we just lost, we just got back. And there we are. Hopefully you all had a good day today. With it being a Tuesday, the beginning of the week, I thought, you know what? There's no Monday Night Football on. Our next throw is a hard 10. All right, beautiful. Now, I have thrown 2 hard ways. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and grab $20. Now you won't be able to see this. No, you cannot see this, but you can see it if I put one right there, one right there, one right there, and one right there. I'm going to go ahead and play all my hard ways. If they fall off, they fall off. But if they hit, I'll parlay half and see if we can't get another hit. But needless to say, no Monday Night Football, no college football, no basketball, no nothing on. There's a 1, 2, 3. We just lost our 15. So I thought Tuesday nights would be the best night. If there's a better night for you all that you think would work better, let me know. I'd be interested to see and check my analytics, if you will, and see if we can't make it happen. We might start doing multiple stream nights, but as it is, tonight's our first one, officially. All right, that's a 5, 3, 8. Now, in this particular situation, let me grab my dice real quick. With it being an 8, all right, so you had to wait until the number hit, which we got it on there, and now it hit again, so we get paid on this. That's going to pay $60 for the 50, and then another $15 for the original place bet. Now, normally what would happen if you did not have that come bet, you would get all this back. But since I had a come bet out, this bet gets to stay here, right? I'm now going to take 60 of it and put it right there. I'm going to leave it just like such. My goal is to get these numbers filled up to where I can start having all the bets here in front covered, and then I let the come bets fall off. Just my method of how I like to play when splashing my toes. That way I'm not overextending what I'm doing or taking a chance of losing some money. All right, that was an easy 8, by the way. So I lose my hard 8. I'm just going to let that fall off. If I see another one, I might throw another $5 on it, but let's see what happens. That's a 4, 3, 7. So there is Big Red rearing its ugly head. Now, we lose all of this, which is just like you would see any other place. The come bet, then, remember this wins on 11 or a 7. I lose the pass line, but win that back. So that just basically becomes a wash. This is another reason that you will not see me using pass line odds when doing the come bet method, because I want to be able to have that ability to wash, not lose a whole bunch of extra plus whatever I have up here until I get an understanding of what the table is going to do. And is it going to be hot? Is it going to be cold? Should I play the don't pass, the pass, so on and so forth. All right. Oh, almost forgot. I got to wipe out my hard ways. There we are. And let's get started. Hello, Lily. Thank you for joining us here this evening. That's a 5, 3, easy 8. So let's mark our 8. Now we will put 15 out. Looks like we got our first observer in. Lily, thank you for joining us here this evening. We're playing some craps and just using the come bet method to get things started here on a Tuesday night. All right, there we are, a 2, 4. That's going to be an easy 6. So this 15 will come up to the 6. Remember, you need to cap it so you can get your odds. This capped number on top of the come bet, the original come bet, is what you would see here on the pass line where I have 15 here and put 50 behind. It works the same. So what you see here on just the come bet and on the pass line is the same. Keep that in mind for when you go to the casino. Okay, last roll was a 6. Our next roll is a hard 8. Okay, there's our point. Now, I know we don't get anything back here, and that is fine. Again, we're just splashing our toes in. So I win $15 back. The puck is going to come off, and we're going to grab our dice. Now, that was a hard 8, so as I mentioned earlier, if we get some hard ways coming in, I'm going to throw in some money. I'm going to grab a quarter, grab 5 reds, put 4 of them on my hard ways. Each of the hard ways, the hard 4, 6, 8, and 10. There's my change. And let's set a new point. We get a 6, 6, or 6, 6, 3, 3 hard 6. Okay, so On a hard 6, it pays 10 for 1 or 9 to 1. Essentially, it's the same thing. You get paid $50. So here is my $50. I lose the 5, which is okay because it turned into 50. I'm going to collect half of it and put the other half on my hard 6. Next time that hits, that'll pay us $250. That's kind of what we're aiming for. Now, also because the point hit, you don't lose this. This just comes down because you cannot have a come bet on a number. That's just one of their rules, and that's okay. So let's start over on the come bets. There's $15. We get a 1, 2, 3, so we lose 15. Remember, because it's a craps. We're playing craps, and on a 2, 3, and 12, when you roll one of those, it wipes out the crap. It wipes out the come bet because it works just like the pass line. Just think of the come bet as an always active pass line. Always. Because once we get a number set, the pass line is now locked in and you don't lose it on a 2, 3, and 12. You do not win on a 7 or 11. This does all the time when you have money there. Our next roll is a yo 11. All right, so we get that money right back. We don't do anything up here because remember, the 2, 3, 11, and 12 are not being utilized on a craps table. It's only on a crapless table. Okay, so 6 is still our point. We're looking to get some money up onto the table. Our next roll gives us, there's big red. Okay, hey, look at this. Now, what is one of the biggest fears when playing craps? It's the PSO. PSO is when you set a point, you shoot, and then on the very next roll, you're out. So it'd be like rolling a 6, and then once the point is set, it craps out. That's okay in this method because I lose this, but I win on that. So this becomes a push. Hence, once again, why I am doing this, just dipping my toes in. It didn't hurt me. Didn't gain anything off of it, and that's okay. All right, so let's get our next. Oh, I almost forgot. I lose out on all my hard ways, which we did hit one. We just didn't hit the parlay, and that's okay. I was able to recoup half of what I had won. Come out roll gives us a 2, 4. It's an easy 6. I guess we're on easy street with those 6s tonight. Okay, let's put 15 on the come. See what we get. A 5, 4, 9. 9, 9 meter. All right, so we'll take $50. I'm going to put it there, and I'm immediately going to grab 20 bucks. And I'm going to go ahead and get my hard ways on. I've hit them a couple of times, and I want them on a fresh roll. We might even try playing with the ATS tonight. We'll see. For those that don't know, ATS, that stands for all, tall, small. And how that works is if you hit a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before rolling a 7, whatever your bet is, you win 30 to 1 on that bet. So if it's $5, you win 150 bucks. Same thing applies to the T, which is the tall, which is the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Same payout, 30 to 1. Now, however, if you get all of those numbers before you 7 out, it pays you 150 to 1 on that third bet. So there are 3 bets on that, but we're not playing that right now. We're just playing regular craps. None of the sucker bets. All right, so we've got a 2, 3, 5. Oh, again, I cannot forget. I got to remember. Come bet then comes up to here. I'll put $50 behind. And now I will add $15 to my come bet. So the come bet is a nice, easy way to just kind of dabble your toes in. We just lost that because we rolled a 3. And I'm going to go ahead and buy another $100 in red. So there is that. I'll grab me a stack of red because we're going to need it for the come bets. Grab the dice. Like I said, if you've got questions, please feel free to send them my way. Okay, there's a 3 again. I'm wondering if we should play that C&E. C&E is basically a crap check plus an 11. And the crap check is a 2, 3, 12 and pays, the crap check pays 7 to 1. And the E, which is the 11, pays 15 to 1. But we're just going to play. I'm not going to worry about the C&E tonight. 3, 1, 4. All right. Oh, I forgot to have my 15. Okay, so we go up onto the 4, put $50 on the cap. So now we have the 8 and 10 left to get on combats. Hopefully we can start seeing some repeaters so that we can start recouping some of this money that we have lost. Hasn't been much, just a little bit. Next roll is a 5, 3, easy 8. All right, wash, rinse, repeat. Now, what I might do sometimes, now that you start seeing me getting these numbers filled up, I think I'm going to go ahead and drop 50 bucks behind my pass line odds. I know I said I don't normally do that, but as I'm getting numbers filled up, I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to hit that 6. Here we are. But I did not do it from the very beginning. Okay, that is a boxcars, which is also finally referred to as hard 12, 6s, whatever it may be. Oh yeah, I lost out on that 8. I need to pull that 8 down. And I lost out on the hard 4. Okay, so boxcars, it doesn't hurt us, it doesn't help us. It would have hurt us if I would have had money on the come line, but I did not, so there it is. I'm gonna go ahead and lose it because I should have had it out there. There we are. Here we go. We get a 1, 2, 3. We lose that. Man, I'll tell you what, maybe we should have been playing the crap check. We've hit, what, 4 of them this roll? That's crazy. Okay, next roll, we get, that's a 1, 2, 3. I refuse to do it because the minute I do it, I know that it's not going to hit. That's just my luck. So I'll just leave it like that. Here we go. We had, and Big Red. All right, Big Red got us. That is okay. So we're going to pull all this down. That washes out. That's why I did not pull that, because remember, we win on this, we lose on that. That's a wash. We just keep it like that. Finish pulling down my hard ways. I think I'm going to be done with hard ways a little bit until I start seeing a little more consistency from my throws of being able to get a hard way. And yeah, like that. Okay, here we go. Come out roll is, that's a yo 11. Okay, so how I told you that the come, if you hit a 7 or 11, you win on that. Well, we do not have a point established, so we get paid on that. That pays us whatever we have on it, so it's 15. I'm just going to pull that, put it right there. It does. We don't lose it until we get a point established, and that's usually from a Big Red. And there is a easy 10. 10 is the point. So let's now take $15, put it right there. Roll the dice. We get a hard 6. Man, those hard 6s have been hitting pretty good. Oh, no, that stays there. That comes up. And I'm just going to throw 1 nickel on a hard 6. I'll put them up there as I see them instead of putting them on all of them. Don't need to waste out 20 bucks every time. This time we get an easy 10 right back, all right? So that's going to pay us here. I'll put that on my stack, turn the button off. That means we are free and clear. And we are set for another point. Our next roll gives us a 7. Okay, so that's okay. Now, here's the downside. We do not lose the $50. We get that back. We lose this because it was on the combat, right? We win here. That goes like that. So it gets wiped out, but we don't really lose anything, which is okay. Next roll, we get a Yo 11, and there's our $15 back. And let's see, let's get like a 4. Why not? We got, no, boxcars. All right, so we lose that 15. We'll put another 15 up there. Remember, a 2, 3, or a 12 on a come out roll, we lose our pass line. That's another reason that I'm going so low, is I don't want to overextend myself. Next roll gives us a 6, 4, 10. So there's that. Remember, we still have $5 on our hard 6. So I'm gonna, I said I wasn't gonna set up, but I'm gonna start throwing a 3-3-V. And for those at home that don't know what a 3-3-V is, that is a 3-3-V where I've got a 4-4 on the bottom, 5-1 facing me, and a 6-2 facing away from me. There's our next throw. It's a, well, we're not going to throw 3-3-V anymore because that is a big red. The only thing we lose is this. I forgot to have a come bet out, so I lose that. I don't like that 3-3-V all of a sudden. So let's put another 15 here on our pass line. Throw our dice. We get a 6-3-9. Oh, almost forgot. We lost the hard 6 that we had bet earlier. Anybody have a different approach that they like to use when playing craps? This is probably one of the easiest methods that I have used when walking in and kind of, like I said, sprinkling your toes in just to get things going from an easier way into the game so that you're not overexposing your bankroll or losing a ton of money really fast. All right, so 9 is our point. $15 on the come. Let's throw our dice and we get aces. Okay, aces is a 1-1 or a 2, however you want to call it. Called snake eyes quite a bit. So I lose that 15. And oh, I don't need to pull that. I need to add more from my stack. We lose the 15 because it is a craps number. 2, 3, 12. We lose on the come. And we'll throw it again. See what we get. That's a 3, 5, easy 8. So we'll take the 15 from here, put it right here. I'll grab 50 and put it right there. If I was playing normally, I'll tell you what, most of that would be already gone. But that's okay. We're just splashing, trying to make some money, see what we can get. A 4-1-5. Oh, see, guys, you got to tell me. 4-1-5 right there. Now I'm going to have to buy some more red. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2, 3, and 4. Hey, I've grabbed a perfect stack. All right, that's $100. Put that right there. Got our 5 taken care of. That was from our last roll. Let's add 15 more to our come bet. And then throw the dice. We have, that's a 2-1-3. So we lose the 15, but we don't lose anything else, so we're okay there. So let me pull that 15 here. Put 15 more back out. Next roll gives us a 6-3-9. That is the point. So what will happen is they'll pay us 15 for this. Set that up there. They'll turn the puck off. This 15 will come up to the 9. And you don't have to, but I'm going to go ahead and just put the money on there. These do not work on a come out. They don't work for you or work against you in any way unless you say, hey, let's work it. But I do not want to work it. I do not want to risk that money. Next roll comes out is a 4-1-5. So we'll put that there. Take this money down. Comes right back to us. And grab the dice. So we got it knocked off the board, but we didn't lose the money, and that's okay. Next roll gives us a 4-1-5 right back. So there is 15 for the pass line. And then we'll turn the puck off. This will come back up. It was like it never even left. It was just vacated the premises while the button was sitting there waiting. Okay. Take a little drink here. Pardon me. So how are you guys doing this evening? Anything exciting happening at work or any big casino wins? All right, that's a 7. We win 15 here. Lose the 15s here. I hope not. Oh, no, it still looks like we're good. Yeah, we're still live. Yeah? Yeah, okay. I just saw a little scroll bar pop up. No casino playing, but became a great-grandmother again today. Well, congratulations. Awesome. Boy or a girl? 1, 2, 3. All right, we didn't have a come bet on. A great-grandmother. Holy cow, babies having babies. It happens. All right, so let's get our comeback on. Boy this time. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. There's the 1, 2, 3 again. I really think I need to be playing this horn bet, but I'm going to refuse to do it. And you know what? No, I'm going to throw it. $5 on the crap check. Remember that pays 7 to 1 if a 2, 3, or a 12 hits. And that's a 4. It was a 1, 3. I seriously thought I hit it. I was about to get excited. All right, so we lose out on the $5 because it's a 1-roll bet, and that's okay. The roll came out 4, so I'll put that on the 4. Put the 50 on top of it. And throw our dice down. We get a 6, 4, 10. Awesome. Oh, guys, come on, remind me. Come bet. There it is on the 10, put 50 on top of it. So we've got what is known on the craps table, the extremes just on a regular craps table, which is the 4 and 10. If you were playing in crapless, the extremes would be the 2, 3, 11, and 12. All right, another 15 for the come. Let's roll it down. 5, 2, 7. Holy cow. I'll tell you what, anytime we start getting something going, big red. All right. So let's pull these off. We lose all of this. Let's pull this off. These are a wash. So those will go back. Puck will go off. And we're going to change our approach. So now, because this hasn't been working, I'm going to go with the iron cross method, where I have the 5, 6, 8 covered. The 6 and 8, I will have a cap of $5 on top of the 25, because anytime you make a bet on the place bet, you need to have it in increments of $6. Well, why do I need to have it in increments of $6? Because of how the odds work. For an even payout, make it quicker for the dealers. Always do your 6s and 8s in $6 increments. The 4, 5, 9, and 10, these can be done in $5 increments. The 3 and 12, you want to do on $4 increments. And then the 2 and 12 in $2 increments. Kind of a rule of thumb. All right, so we're on the come out. I'm going to add a quarter to the field bet. And I need to have 15 on the pass line because I am shooting. Let's throw our dice down and see what we get. It's a hard 10. Awesome. So what that's going to do is we win $25 here on the field. I'm going to collect that. I'm going to leave the $25 there. I want to get 3 $25 hits before I start pressing up here, just to kind of cover what I have. All right, let's grab our dice. What do you guys think? Should we add some money to our hard ways? We just hit a hard 10. We haven't had much success with it. You guys want to see some hard way bets? Is that a yes or a no? Okay, I'm not getting any kind of response. All right, we'll just go without it. Next roll gives us a 3, 1, 4. Awesome. All right, so we get another $25 down there. So that's our second hit. Go grab our dice. Oh, give it a try. Okay, yeah, I can give it a try. We had the hard 10, so I'm going to throw $5 on the hard 10. That pays 8 for 1, or 7 to 1, however you want to view it. And let's go with a setup of that. That gives us a 2-4 easy 6. All right, so with the 6, here's how I usually play this. So I'll you lose out on the field bet because this covers the 3, 4, 9, 10, 11. It pays double on 2 and 12. But the 5, 6, and 8, you lose. However, that's why we put money up here on the 5, 6, and 8 on an iron cross method. So I lose this. However, I hit the 6, so that's going to pay me $25, $35. Well, instead of doing all that, I'm just going to leave the 25 there, tap that, meaning that's going to stay there. I win $10. Hopefully that made sense. All right, throw our dice down. We have a 4, 2, 6. Again, do you lose your hard way? No, you do not lose a hard way. Oh, wait a minute. No, because we're on a hard 10. I only put one on a hard 10. We didn't put it on the 4, 6, or 8. All right, so there's a 6. This is the same scenario. $10. I win 10. Everything stays the same. Next roll comes out 5, 3, 8. Okay, so it's like the 6, except it's the 8 this time. You see that we still don't win money on the field. I do get it $10 because of that 8. All right, so essentially now I have hit the $10 level 3 times. We've won 2 quarters. So that is, we are now clear of what we have on the table. So now I'm going to start pressing to my other numbers as they come. That's a 6, 3, 9. So that will pay on the field. It's going to pay us $25. Now this time I'm just, instead of collecting it, I'm just going to put it right here on the 9. And I'll keep that field bet going until I get my numbers covered up here. There's a 5, 2. Okay, there's Big Red. Big Red decided to make an appearance. And that's okay because we covered this $135. Well, actually, we covered the 85 because we hit quarters twice. We hit $10 3 times. I lost $5. $5. That's all I lost on that roll. So not bad. I can handle that. Let's turn our puck off. Oh, I lose that $15 from the pass line as well. I'll put $15 right there. Set up our dice and throw them down. Our next point is a 9, 6, 3. So now, I guess I should have had my iron cross set up, but I did not, because we would have made $25. There's my field. Grab 2 for the 6 and 8. And let's throw our dice down. We get aces. Hey, that's real good for us, because that pays 2 times. So now we just need one more hit. If we would have been playing the aces on the horn, that would have paid us 30 to 1. That would have been nice. But we didn't. There's a 4, 1, 5, 5, 5, 5, no field 5. Oh, I almost forgot. I lost that 10 from the last roll. All right, so 5. Does anybody remember how much I win on a 5? I'll give you guys a moment to think about it. If you take a look, I've rolled a 5. It's $25 that I have here. On 25, it pays, oh, question marks, okay. 25 pays $35. I lose 25 because of the field. So I'm just going to take $10 that I would have won from up here, tap that. There's the 25, that's 35 right there. So I win $10. It's one of the best reasons to play Iron Cross method because you really don't lose unless a 7 hits. Yes, I know you're not supposed to say 7, but it's just you and me here playing craps. We don't have to worry about the casino and all the hubbub of bad juju and whatnot. Now watch me throw a 7. No, we get an easy 10. Okay. That's going to pay us $25 down below, right? That is the last bit that I need to be even on this roll. So now, with every hit, we can start pressing our numbers. Next roll comes out to be a 639. That's the point. I win $15 here. I did not have any odds on it, and that, again, is okay because, as you can see, I dwindled down quite a bit from my original bankroll. So I win the $15 from the pass line. I also win $25 from here. The puck is going to go off, and I'm going to put that right there on my 9 because we are free and clear on this roll. Our next roll comes out as an 1, 2, 3. So we get paid $25 here. Now, it doesn't do anything up here because our puck is off. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put it on the 10. Why am I putting that money on the 10 instead of collecting it? Because it's the casino's money. I have my money recouped off of the table back here that I've already won. So I'm just going to use the money that the casino gives me to press. Next roll is a 4-1-5. Now, can I take that $25 off and put it as my pass line odds? Absolutely. Can I take this $25 and move it to the 4? Yes. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it right there on the 4. Now I have my numbers covered with the exception of 5. I do have 15 on the pass line, but let's see what happens. Oh, you know what? Hold on. 5, we had... Oh, we lose this because we were not working it. And that's okay as well because now I have my numbers covered. I'm not going to play the field anymore. I'm just going to play what I have up here. That's the 135 across. So now I'm looking for 3 hits with this 135 across. I'll explain that here in just a moment. There's a 2-3-5. That is the point. And I win $15 on the pass line. The puck is going to turn off, meaning we are free and clear if a 7 rolls right now. We don't lose any money. Next roll comes out to be a boxcars, a 12. Okay, this is the only downside to not utilizing the field because we would have got paid double. We'd lose this 15 because it is a craps number and we are playing craps 4 through 10. And I have no way to recoup that. But that's okay. That's part of playing the game of craps. Let's throw our dice down. We have a 6-3-9. Okay, so let's turn that on. I'm going to move my 9 to my 5. Now, can I leave that on the 9? Absolutely. I'm not going to because I'm still 1 chip shy of covering the 160 across. That is a 3-5, easy 8. All right, so we have $30 here on the 8. That's going to pay us $35. I'm going to use 30 of it, push it up to 60, collect 5. I'm just going to do a little press. I'm not going to press the sisters this time. I'm just going to press this specific number. There is a 6-4-10. Easy 10. Okay, on the 10, here's what we need to talk about VIG. If you watched my video last week, or on Sunday, it specifically dealt with the VIG or the commission. So $10, or on the 10, I bet 25, I win $50. Now on the 4 and 10, there is a 5% commission. The commission is based off of how much you bet. The rule is $1 for every $20 that you bet. So I bet 25. I'm going to drop them a $5 chip. They're going to give me 4 back, and I win 50. So I paid 1 for 50. I don't know about you, but that's a heck of a turnaround, and I will take that every time. Now, I'll take half of what I just won, put it on the 10. The other half I'm going to put right here on the 4. So now my 10 and 4 are at $50. I've got 60 on my 8, 30 on my 6, 25 on my 5. Next roll comes out to be a 2, 3, 5. Okay. So we have $25 on it. 25 will pay 35. We're going to do the same thing. Put 25 on my 5, collect the 10. Again, just a little press, not a full press, not even a power press. There is a 5-1 easy 6. That's going to pay us 25, 35. I bump it up to 60. Collect the 5. It's that simple. We're not going to put a whole bunch of money on it. We're just going to put the money on there that the casino gives us and collect a little bit back every roll. There's a 3-3 hard 6. We like the hard ways. All right, so the 6, that's going to pay us. We've got 60 on here. That's going to pay us $70. Okay. We're now going to bump this up to 120. And I collect 10. Again, that's the casino's money. Doesn't hurt to have it there. Matter of fact, it helps us, right? Our next roll is aces. Aces doesn't help us. It doesn't hurt us. It's just a roll. We continue on. Had we had money on the field, however, that would have paid us double. There's a 4-2 easy 6. All right, so 6 is our best number. We have $120 on that. That is going to pay us 125, 35, and 40. I'm not pressing this. I always collect my first $100 hit. Always, always, always. And if you're not doing that, when you go to the casino, you need to revisit your structure. Always take the first big hit. And my first big hit was the 6. If the rest of them move up to hundreds, the first hit at the $100 level, I'm going to collect. Okay, next roll. That is a 6-2 easy 8. Okay, so again, we've got $60 here. That's going to pay us 70. I'm now going to make this 120. And collect 10. Our next roll. Come on. That's a hard 10. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to pose this question now before I do the payout. I've got $50 on the 10. Does anybody remember how much $50 on a 10 or even on a 4 pays? I'll sit and wait a second. Little pop quiz for you guys watching at home. How much does $50 on a 4 pay when you hit the 4? Or the 10? Either or. In this case, it's a 10. $50 will pay 50 to 1. Are you telling me that I just won $2,500? No, it's 2 to 1 minus a 5% VIG. So $50 pays $100, but since I have $50 on here, I've got to pay a $2 VIG because I've got 50, so it's 1 for every $20. So there's the VIG. I win 100, right? Should I collect it? Probably. And you know what? I think I will. Normally, I would have pressed this up to the $100 level, but it's $100. It's the big hit. We were talking about if once it reaches the $100, I like to collect. I'll just collect it. All right, next roll. That's a 5-3 easy 8. Okay, there's another $140. We hadn't hit that one yet, but I'm going to go ahead and 140. Now, I have clearly passed the 135. The casino has paid me enough to collect it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reduce back down, and I want to go 135 across again. That's 140. All right, so I'm going to collect all this off the table. I'm basically just doing a reset back down to 135, pulling a lot of my profits off, and we just basically do a wash, rinse, repeat. So there is 25, 50, 75, 100, 25. Oops. And then we need to cap our 6 and 8. And then these go right here. And there we are. I just banked a little bit of a profit, and I still have chips to play. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and cover my 9. And I'm going to put $50 behind my... No, I'm going to make it $100. $100 back behind my pass line. There we are. So 9 is our best number right now. And that's a 5-1 easy 6. There is $30 on my 6. On a 6 and 8, $30 pays 35. I'll go ahead and bump this up to 60. And it's the same thing again. It's just an easy way to regress, keep money on the table, press it a little bit, and keep making some money. There's aces. Does aces do anything for us when we have a point established on the craps table? No. It does not, unless you're betting a horn or aces straight up, or if you're worried about the all small on the ATS bonus. All right, next roll is a 6-2 easy 8. So that's 35 or 30 that I have on there. What does $30 on an 8 pay? 35. Basically, I'm going to push it up to 60. No. Uh-oh. Did I miss something? You said no. All right. Next roll gives us a 6-3-9. Hey, that's our point. Oh, that was earlier. Okay. All right, so our point hit. We've got 25 up here, so that's going to pay us 35. I'm going to immediately just push it up to 50, collect the 10. On the pass line, the front half will pay us $35. On the back, I've got $100. That's going to pay us $150 on the back side. The odds are different behind the pass line than they are up here. You get true odds back here. So just a point of reference why I'm getting more on my pass line. And that's why when you go to a casino and you're playing and you don't have any money behind your pass line, people are going to not necessarily yell at you, but they're going to be like, hey, go max odds. But as we were explaining earlier, my idea is to sprinkle my toes in, find out how the table is reacting, and then play based off of that. Wow, we've been going for almost an hour. That's awesome. At the 1 hour mark, we'll do a count. All right. Oh, yeah. The puck was off. The next roll is an 8. I'm going to leave that there. It was a 6-2 easy 8. Yes. All right, let's roll. Let's see what we can get. This is kind of turning into a nice little monster roll. A yo 11. Okay. 11 will not hurt me or help me on a craps table unless I'm betting the yo or a horn. Next roll is a 5, 4, 1, 5. I'm going to bump that up to 50 after it pays me 35. Can you guys see? Oh, you guys can't see my stack of red. Holy cow, I've got a tower going here. Let me show you. That's how many reds I've accumulated on these rolls here. That's crazy. Okay, let me put it back. Here we are. We have a, okay, there's Big Red. I was wondering how much longer we had before she decided to come out. All right, so we're close enough now to the 1 hour mark that I'm going to do a quick little count. Oh, let me lose this 15 here and see where we are at. So there is $2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 50, 75, and almost 100. There's 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's 25, 50, 75, 200, and 25. That's 225. Let's go ahead and grab our greens here. There's 50, 75, and 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 500, and 75 right there. I'll put the excess change over here, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we made a nice bounce back. We were running into our last stack of 500 on the green chips. We were dwindling down on our 100. We'd already bought 2 more stacks of black, 2 more stacks of red, but I'm not positive, but I think you put some of your winnings in the other stack earlier. You will have to watch the replay to find out. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate that. But as it sits right now, I've got $77 in winnings from dwindling way down. And all we did is we went from the the come bet method to the iron cross. So let's say you walk into the casino and you start off with the iron cross method and you realize, hey, that's not working. Well, don't just keep banging your head against the wall and expecting different results. Change up your approach. Drop your bets down. Just go with the 6-8 bet and see if it hits. Change up your approach, because the whole goal when you're playing craps, there's 2 goals. Ready? Goal number 1, make money. I don't think anybody can argue with that statement. The second goal, have fun. Because if you're not having fun and the table is not fun, why the hell are you even playing? Get off the table. Go do something else. Enjoy your time. You're at a casino. Casinos are meant to be fun, and they mean to take your money away. But I just made $77. Yes, it was with a $1,500 buy-in. I just won myself a steak dinner. I really can't argue with that. And I go home with all of my money that I had started with. I think that's a pretty successful night. Did we double our money? No. Did we win more than, did we win $100? No. Did we have fun? Absolutely. We've been playing for darn near an hour. I win a free steak dinner. I pick up my money and I go home. Now, here's one last thing before we take off. I want to show you. This is what you need to do when you go to leave the craps table. So what you will do is you will take your money. You're going to stack them all up. And basically, you're going to look at your dealer across from you and tell them, I want to color up. I'm done. I'm heading out. Please color me up. So I just take my chips and you just set them on the table, set them right there. From there, the dealer is going to take the money and then they're going to proof count it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 700. Then literally, this is what they're going to do when they grab your money, because they have to prove it with the cameras up above to make sure that, you know, they're not giving you too much or anything along those lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 3 and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25. And it'll look like this is how they'll do it. So the nice thing about this, at the end of the night, they're going to count it up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 75, 77. So they're going to give you 1,000, 1,500, 1,700, 75, 77. That's what we win tonight. $75. I don't think I can argue with that in any way, shape, or form. They'll take these chips, they'll stack them up once they have your chips to you, and always, always count your money. As they're counting it out here, you should be counting it. Not out loud, just do it in your head. When they give you your money, you then need to count it before you take it off of the table. Always count it. What I'll do is they'll send me my money and I'll go 1, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 75, 77. Okay, 1777. Looks right. Once you remove it from the table, you don't have a leg to stand on. But you want to make sure what you counted here, what they counted, matches what you counted, and then what they give you matches what they counted and what you counted. It's always good to make sure you cover your ass because everybody's human. Errors happen, and it's not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and shift this camera up real quick, and I apologize if it jerks on you. There we are. There's that beautiful Casey Craps neon sign. I love that thing. If Ephraim is watching, thank you again, Ephraim. That turned out so awesome. But no, it never hurts to count your money. Hold the casino accountable. They're quick to take your money and say, thanks for coming, see ya, and push you out the door. But the thing is you need to hold them accountable when it comes to your money, making sure that you have the exact amount that is counted, what you counted, what they counted, and what they gave you at the end of the night. It's just good practice. When they pay you out, even for each hit, especially on a big one when you get some hard weights going and you parlay and then you get a bigger hit, count your money before you even take it off the table. It's just a good way in case there is a mistake. They don't happen very often. They do happen. So you want to make sure that you have your bases covered. You don't want to get them in trouble. You don't want to get yourself in trouble. You don't want to lose money that should have been brought to you, so on and so forth. But that's the basic breakdown. So what I have done for you tonight is I've given you a rundown. How to buy in, what to expect after you've bought in, how to pick up your chips off of the table, how to place your bets, how to recognize minimum tables. Tonight we were playing on a $15 minimum table. And then I really explained not only the come bet method, but also the iron cross method, which both of those are fantastic. Good ways to kind of sprinkle your toes into the pool, see what the temperature of the water is, and then make your decisions on how aggressive you want to be. We had one really good roll tonight, which was great because we were dropping on our bankroll. We leave, we make a free steak dinner on the night, and I can't argue with that. I enjoy a good free steak dinner. So with that said, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, something that you saw tonight, or if you have a different approach that you like to use when you first walk onto a craps table, let me know. I'll look into it, and I will actually take those suggestions and different methods that you may use and bring them here and display them. See if it works for me. How did it work for me? I'll then share it with you guys, and who knows, maybe one of your suggestions will be in one of my next videos. In the meantime, it is currently 2 minutes after 8. I'm going to head out for the night. You guys have a great night. This has been Bob. Thanks for joining our first official live stream on KC Craps. Hit the like button. Give me a sub. That helps me out tremendously. Leave me some comments and be sure to turn on that bell notification. You know when I'll go live next, or even when my next video comes out, which is tomorrow night. See you guys then.